So, hello guys. This is Group 4 and we are reporting about steam quality. So, before we discuss steam quality, first, I would like you to know na this speaker is Joshua Bier. So, Joshua Bier to So, first, what is steam quality? Steam quality is the proportion of saturated steam vapor in saturated condensate liquid or steam vapor or mixture. A steam quality of 0 indicates 100% liquid condensate, while a steam quality of 100 indicates 100% of steam. The measurement needed to obtain a steam quality measurement are temperature, pressure, and train liquid content. So, ano nga ba ang importance ng steam quality? Importance of steam quality. Steam is a vital and critical part in producing the final product. Therefore, steam quality should be one of the main measurable points in producing a product into this manufacturing facility. So, these are the effects of steam quality. Number 1, reduce heat transfer efficiency. The major problem with low steam quality is the effect on the heat transfer equipment and process. Number 2, premature valve failure. Liquid passing through steam control valve will erode the internals of valve causing premature failure. Number 3, internal turbine component failures. Liquid introduced with the steam in saturated turbine operation will reduce the life expectancy of the internal components. Number 4, water hammer. Steam systems are usually not designed to accommodate the additional liquid in steam. So, ito lamang yung part ko guys. Yung susunod sa akin, meron pa sila Brian Halog and Jomar Garcia. Thank you guys. Again, this is Joshua Bier.
Hi, this is Brian John O'Halog, the second reporter for the Group 4. I will be discussing the procedure on how to measure the steam quality, but let me first discuss the ways in measuring the steam quality. So, measuring the steam quality, a true measurement of steam quality can be obtained from the use of throttling calorimeter and Ganafatti's steam plant calculations. So, this Ganafatti's steam plant calculations is a book containing steam plant calculations. So, in this way of getting the steam quality, you just have to calculate or get the steam quality by getting the value on this book, value of a certain pressure, enthalpy, temperature, and so on, and then put it in the or substitute it in the formula. So let us focus in this throttling calorimeter. So for the throttling calorimeter, it is an instrument utilizing the principle of constant enthalpy expansion for the measurement of the moisture content of steam. Steam drawn from a steam pipe through sampling nozzles enters the calorimeter through a throttling orifice and moves into a well-insulated expansion chamber in which its temperature is measured. So, what do you mean by this constant enthalpy expansion? So, this constant enthalpy expansion means that there is no change in enthalpy. So this process, this is called the throttling calorimeter is using the process called throttling process, in which there is no change in enthalpy from state 1 to state 2 and no work is done, and the process is adiabatic or no heat added or rejected. So what really is this throttling process? So the throttling process is a process in which a high pressure fluid is converted to low pressure by using throttle valve. So this is the image of a throttling calorimeter. So it has orifice or the throttle valve, the pressure gauge, sampling tube, outer chamber, thermometer, inner chamber. So this pressure gauge and thermometer is specifically used to measure the temperature and pressure after the fluid gets inside or after the throttling process. So the steam drawn from a pipe through sampling nozzles enters the calorimeter through the throttling orifice, which is you are seeing in this image, the throttling orifice or the throttle valve, and moves into a well-insulated expansion chamber in which its temperature is measured. There is two chambers, the outer and the inner chamber, and there is the thermometer which measures its temperature. So this is the procedure on how to use this throttling calorimeter. So first, cleaning the setup. Firstly, clean the setup and fill your setup with distilled water. Of course and obviously, before using any kind of instrument, you will first clean this for you to have an accurate measurement. So for the second, temperature set. Set the temperature of a steam generator up to 400 Kelvin. Then next, maintain the pressure. Now slowly open the needle valve, maintain the constant gauge pressure. So the pressure gauge is now in use. You will now because it will help you maintain the gauge pressure. It will help you maintain and observe the gauge pressure inside the throttling calorimeter. So for the fourth procedure, steady state is reached. So when the steady state is reached, note the pressure difference from manometer and temperature after throttling by thermometer. So for the fifth procedure, collecting the moisture, collect the suspended moisture from the separating and throttling calorimeter, then weigh it. So now you have the moisture content of the specific steam with a specific pressure and temperature. And then last, you will calculate the dryness factor by the given formulae. So there is a given formula in calculating the steam quality, but I will be no longer explain it to you because the third reporter will be specifically discuss it further. So that's it. Thank you.
Good evening. Jomar F. Garcia, group number 4. My report is all about the measuring the steam quality. So, measuring the steam quality. So, a true measurement of steam quality can be obtained from the use of a throttling calorimeter. So, ito po yung throttling calorimeter. So, a throttling calorimeter is an instrument utilizing the principle of constant enthalpy expansion for the measurement of the moisture content of a steam. So, yung working principle niya is steam drawn from a steam pipe through sampling nozzles enter the calorimeter through a throttling orifice and moves into a well-insulated expansion chamber in which its temperature is measured. So, in procedure using a throttling calorimeter is firstly, clean the setup and fill your setup with distilled water. Then, set the temperature of steam generator up to 400 degrees Kelvin. Then, slowly open the needle valve. Maintain the constant gauge pressure. When steady state is reached, note the pressure difference from manometer and the temperature after throttling by the thermometer. Then collect the suspended moisture from the separating and throttling calorimeter, then weight it. So lastly, calculate the dryness factor by the given formula. So formula is so mass of steam all over mass of steam plus mass of condensate, or X is equal to H, or the mixture, minus the HF, or the enthalpy of liquid, saturated liquid, all over the H of G, or enthalpy difference of saturated gas, and minus the enthalpy of saturated liquid. So why is measuring the steam quality important? So first, you can determine either it was low quality steam. Ito po yung naiwasan natin to get a low quality steam. And so in low quality steam, it would contain a high moisture percentage and therefore damage the components more easily. So there's an element in the moisture, so mas marami yung tubig kaysa dun sa steam. So which is delikado kasi it could cause corrosion to the metal or through the pipes that and any other parts of the machine that will corrode, will cause chemical reaction and can cause corrosion. So high quality steam would not corrode the engine. So why is steam quality is very useful? It is very useful in determining the enthalpy of saturated water, steam mixtures, since enthalpy of steam is many orders of magnitude higher than the enthalpy of water. So yun lang po. Thank you.